All right, get ready, Catawba Valley, for the real. I'm saying the real sports talk. Coming live from Flip's Barbershop from Newton, North Carolina, with your host, Dennis Lee, and co-host, Danny Hips. And you know, this your man, DJ P. Free, providing the sounds for your listening pleasure. Flip's Barbershop Sports Talk, Episode 1. Let's go!
Hello, guys. Here we are with the first episode of Flip's Barbershop, Real Sports Talk Podcast, where it's just us fellas and gals just sitting around the barbershop talking sports. Please follow us up on Flip's Barbershop Facebook page. Also, subscribe to Flip's Barbershop YouTube page. And also watch the replay on flipsbarbershop.com. This is your boy, Dennis Lee, a.k.a. D-Lie. I got my co-host, Danny Hips, and also behind the turntables, DJ P. Free. All right. Also, I want to send a little shout-out to the owner of Flip Connor. Also, to the barbers here that we got here. We got, of course, your owner, Flip Connor. We got Caleb, a.k.a. KK McDaniel. We got New York Giant Sherrod Williamson. We got barber and stylist Amelia Pinkston. And the Queen of Locks, Letitia. Here we are. We're going to sit back, enjoy. It's going to be a fun podcast. And let's do it. Let's have fun. Hey, we got some local high school coaches coming by. We're going to talk about college football, NFL football, and all local sports. Right now we got, girls volleyball. We got boys soccer, but the most talked about is local high school football. And like I said, I got some local football coaches and several players coming by just to chat about football. So here we are, Danny Hips. Thank you for coming.
What's up, Dennis? Appreciate you having me today. Hey, football season's here. August 1's always that day. Last night, several scrimmages around the county going on. I personally was over at the Bunker Hill scrimmage versus Drone. I know that several other schools had it, so pretty hot out there. A lot of folks still out of shape. They got a lot of work to do in the next couple of weeks because it's game time's coming.
I know that's right. Hey, this is a good question. We're going to have a question of the week every week. And like I said, we're going to be here once a week. Don't know the set days yet. We're going to have different days we're coming by. But the question of the week this week is, who is the best running back in high school football that you got to see live? That you got to see live. And we'd all tune in, give all your opinions on it.
I ain't going to give my opinion yet, but one of them jerseys is on the wall in here right now.
Oh, me. I agree. I got three that I got to see live, and honestly, two of them are friends of mine. But I got to see Natron Means with Central Cabarrus one time, and it was unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, because I know how much you love the Tar Heels, and that's where he went.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah. And also, of course, my good friend, and honestly, my best friend growing up, Robbie Holloway was a tough one, number 44 for Maiden. And also another friend of mine, we called him the Bus, Antoine Eichert, number 34. He was unbelievable. That's why they're on that wall down there at Maiden.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones out there. All the other schools, they had some here scattered about as well. Some folks, I know Watkins out at St. Stephen's. He was pretty impressive. Douglas from Bandy's High School, I think he did a lot there. Actually made it through at Duke and went to the Giants. There's several other folks and great running backs coming out of this area around here. So I would say that Catawba County is really the breeding grounds for great running backs.
Yes, it is, Danny. Yes, it is. I also remember Goo Wyatt from Lincolnton. I tell you what, he was something special.
Yeah. So as a ball boy growing up, I got to see a lot of football games, and I got to see a lot of old school. So people our age, we're thinking about those folks now, but let me tell you, there's some pretty good running backs back in the day too, and their jerseys are on a lot of walls as well.
But hey, Dan, we got people here in the barbershop getting cuts. Going to talk about all kind of sports.
Yeah, I was trying to look over there earlier, but I saw that New York Giants stuff. Had to turn my head.
Oh yeah, we got the whole NFC East over there. We got Flip Connor with the Dallas Cowboys. We got actually Charlie still sitting over there in the seat. Oh yeah, Charlie Eicher, a big New York Giants fan. We got a KK over there. He a Cowboy fan. And I think Mr. Klein over there, he been fussing about the Green Bay Packers and hating Aaron Rodgers. So, yeah, and you got Sherrod Williamson over there. You know, he a Cowboy fan.
DJP Free, coming straight from New Jersey. Eagles, baby.
Here we
Give
go.
a shout
Here
to
we
my
go.
people. You know I got
Fly,
to talking.
Eagles,
You know
fly.
I got to talking.
Fly, Eagles, fly. You know we was going to add that. I
don't think I'm gonna get any Buccaneers support in here, Dan.
No.
It's
Hey,
a lonely table for the Buccaneers.
We got we talking about NFL. We got a big Panthers fan right here. He come by just to talk a little bit on the podcast. Phil Martin, thank you for coming by. And man, what you big Panthers fan? You say?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, what y'all got? I know y'all got Bryce Young, #1 pick.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you want to say about them?
We're going to have a great season. I hope he can lead us to the Super Bowl. Might turn the program around this season. Might be better than Cam Newton.
Okay,
That's
man.
big
Wow.
shoes to fill right there.
Hey, I like that positive attitude. I like it.
I know they did a little inter-squad scrimmage yesterday with the Jets, and I listened to the interview with Aaron Rodgers, and he was really bragging about the pick that they made, and he really laid it out on the table, saying that Bryce Young is going to be paying dividends for the Panthers for a long time. Hopefully he does. We'll see. Been a lot of question marks before. That's in the NFC South, because them Buccaneers going to roll.
Uh-oh. You hear that? You hear that, Phil? Okay. But we got a long hour to talk about, all kind of sports, but we also want to talk about the barbershop up here. It's located at 1912 North Main Avenue, Newton. Man, we got pool tables, we got game room, we got drinks, snacks, and live music. So come on by.
Hey, not only that,
Come
man,
on
them
by.
big boys, you got Three Little Pigs Barbecue right next.
Oh, yeah. So we got and food all around you. So come by and give your opinion on your team, and let's go. Let's get it. Flips Barbershop, Real Sports Talkcast, podcast where we sit back and talk about sports and have fun. It ain't gonna be just a regular podcast. We sending the mic around to talk to our customers, our barbers. So it's gonna be fun. Hey, it's real people, so expect real things. Okay, real things. It ain't, we live, so let's enjoy it.
Grown man talk.
Yeah, Danny, grown man talk. So, hey, I'm gonna pass the mic around a little bit. Hey, I want to know what everybody's favorite team is in the NFL right now. All right, coming up preseason games start tonight. Besides the Hall of Fame game the other night, but there's a couple preseason games start tonight, and then the rest of the games are this weekend. So we're gonna pass the mic around a little bit and just tell us who your favorite team is, and also go ahead and answer the question of the week. Who is the best running back that you've seen in high school football live now, not on TV, live?
Now we got the live mic here, so everybody was talking before. They're gonna get on the mic. So who need to? I'm gonna give it to the baby here. Is the baby gonna talk?
She must be a Cowboys fan.
It ain't gonna be nobody from Maiden. I'm gonna tell you that.
Go ahead and give it, Ron. Go ahead. Who's the best running back, Ron?
Hey, don't tell us who it ain't. Tell us
that
who
you've
it
seen
is.
live.
I know everybody won't know what Maiden them gonna do, but I'm gonna tell you what. Hey, competition in the house.
Hey, but who's the best running back you ever seen?
Hey, Ron, let's answer the question. Who's the best running back you ever seen live in high school football? Live.
Corey Alexander from Mooresville, North Carolina.
Hey, good answer. That's a
good
good one.
That's
That's
a
a
good
great answer.
Hey, him and Monty Knox. When I was in school, hey, there wasn't no greater. Antoine Ike, you throw him in there too, though.
Okay. Hey, that's what we want. We got KK, a.k.a. McDaniel. Who you got, KK?
My generation, I say probably Zayha or Tyler Farley.
Okay.
He went his generation.
I know Twan. I done seen videos of Twan.
No, we talking about live. Who you got to see live?
Live.
Who you got to see
He
live?
wasn't born then.
First off, go Cowboys.
Okay.
Let's get that out the way. Let me see. I'm gonna go with Chris Ramseur. I never get to.
Another good one.
See Antoine much. Lewis Mack.
Lou.
Good one.
Big Lou.
Oh,
Sweet
yeah.
Lou.
Yeah.
In his area. What you got, Charlie? Go New York Giants. Go Blue.
Okay.
I have to say,
one, which is my brother, Richard Huntley.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah, I
another good
remember
one.
Richard.
Monroe.
And I got to say Robbie Holloway, which I played with Robbie, but yeah, Robbie Holloway was good.
Yeah, that's
So like I say, go Giants.
okay. NFC East. Sherrod Williamson, let's go. We want another New York Giants fan.
Them G-men. G meaning grown. But before I say that, let me show some love to a youth football camp, y'all. The Western Carolina Ducks. Yeah. They just played not too long ago.
Okay.
Doing their thing. Y'all go ahead and keep doing it. Let
Get
the
them
kids
started
shine. Y'all
early.
show them a spotlight. But I'm saying one of the best running backs I saw, he was a fullback out of Hickory, Richard Gaither. He was nice, big dude. He gonna carry you for some yards. Yeah, he was right. Yeah, Lee was good. And really, that's what I'm gonna say about the running backs that I got to see. I seen Chris Ramseur. I didn't get to see Swan and none of them. He was before my time. So, hey, that's my opinion.
Hey, good one. Yeah, we got great running backs in Catawba County. We ain't named.
We ain't tapped the list yet.
No, not even close. But I mean, Tommy Henry was tough. Tommy Henry, Chris Douglas from Bandy's, was tough.
Bruce Zacher, Jamie Pope, all those guys.
Yeah,
man.
so
There's several good ones.
But that's good feedback. We got good feedback. We got Steve Henry over here. He challenging anybody. Come play some pool over here. Let's go. He said he hadn't been beaten several years. So hey, pool. Let's get somebody out here and play some pool with Steve.
All
See if
I
they
hear
can
him
knock him off
saying
the
is,
table.
all I hear Steve say is next.
That's it. That's it. We're going to take a quick 30-second break and come back and talk about some more football. All right, here we go. DJP Free. Hey, we're back. We're back on Flip's Barbershop Real Sports Talk podcast. The ones that was hearing the question, who's the best running back in high school football that you've seen live? We've had different answers, and that's great. So let's hear feedback on that. Tune in and let's hear it. Let's hear it. But we're going to talk a little about local football, high school football, which got underway actually last night with some scrimmages. like I said, I got some local high school coaches coming by, ask them several questions, and we're going to talk about, the Catawba County area, but also the Lincoln County area and Iredell County area. But we're going to specialize in this area right here, Catawba County, and go from there. Danny, what you think about that?
So I think it's good. It's a really hotbed for athletics all the way around. Several state championships in various sports throughout the counties. But really, the football talk is probably going to be the most popular theme and item that you hear people talking about. Before long, that Boss Creek campground will be cranking up. Everybody will be wearing their jerseys. The Old Soldiers reunion. It's all about bragging rights. And, I don't know that anybody can be wrong, but they're going to pull for who they pull for. Last night I did do a scrimmage, try to get the season opening up and started. One of the things that I would just throw out there to folks, a couple new rule changes in high school football, Dan.
Yeah.
One rule is the penalty that always kills a lot of teams. You drop back for a pass, you're scrambling around back there, and somebody holds a guy, and it's 10 yards from that spot of the foul. So that makes them be 3rd down and 36 or something like that. So they did change that rule this year. If there's a holding behind the line of scrimmage, it is actually penalized from the previous spot. So that'll be helpful. And then also the only person that can ground a football is the person who takes a snap. So before some running backs could ground it, that's not legal anymore. But I did watch it. It's still hot. Been in the 90s. Tough on these kids. Some of them still got some work to do getting in shape. But I think they'll get there. And like I said last night, I had Bunker Hill and Drone. Bunker Hill came out hot right on their second scrimmage play, busted a long one, went for a touchdown, and really looked a lot like a ground and pound kind of offense. It takes a little while to get that finesse with the throwing and passing game. So I think they'll get that. They definitely had a very impressive season last year. I would expect for them to also shine pretty well this year as well.
Yeah, I was reading some preseason conference picks on the CVAC, and I seen where Bunker Hill was predicted to finish first. Lincoln, Maiden, East Burke, Bandy's, Newton, West Lincoln, and West Caldwell. I'm sure some coaches got some questions to answer, and they'll be glad. It'll be tough for them to compete this Friday. I mean this year. All the teams are well. They got some good returnees, and so it's gonna be nice. Also, the Western Foothills 3A Conference, is gonna be tough. So.
Yeah, a lot of those folks also lost. Some of those teams last year had 1 or 2 losses overall, had a really impressive season, and lost a lot of seniors. I know the Blue Devils in Maiden lost 20-plus seniors, so they got a lot of holes to fill, and we'll see. But I think everyone has their own things. I also have seen the Trojans out at Bandy's do a little work. They're looking impressive as well. But it'll be interesting to see how it folds out. It'll take a couple weeks in the stretch to figure out how in the world everybody's going to play. So the good news is you can see a lot of that now, technology that we have, or you can certainly listen to it on the radio. I know our local radio station, WNNC here, they cover that on air as well. So, look at every opportunity to get out and see a game. A couple years ago, we couldn't get out and go anywhere. Everybody was all masked up. It's good to be back outdoors. So, hey, get out there and see some good local football.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, I got some local high school football coaches coming by, and I just seen Coach Joe Glass come in, and we're going to ask him some questions. And then I'm expecting Coach Michael Ramseur from Fred T. Ford to come by, and also Coach Willie Byrne from Maiden High School to come by. So it's going to be a great day. And like I said, we're going to take a 30-second break. But remember, Flip's Barbershop Real Sports Talk Podcast. Address 1912 North Main Avenue. Come by. Let's talk sports. All right, here we go.
Coming back with the coach right after this.
we got a kid got a sprained MCL, but
Like playing on that tape? Like playing on that tape?
like not having to mow grass and paint. I like that extra time I got.
All right, back live here at the Barbershop, a little real sports time. We're certainly glad to have Coach Glass here with us from Hickory High School. Coach, welcome.
I appreciate you having me.
So it's a new year, new season. The routines sometimes stay the same, but sometimes they don't. I know I was there at a referee clinic at Hickory High School a couple of weeks ago. The field looks absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's been a blessing to have.
Been nice not to be out there now, hot 90-degree weather mowing grass too, right?
Yeah, but it has its downside because about 10 o'clock you
Yeah,
get
it
off that
radiates.
turf 'cause it gets
Yeah,
hot.
it radiates, absolutely. Coach, what do you see the outlook for your team coming into the season?
You know, we're just trying to improve on last year. You know, we felt like last year we kind of got ate up with the injury bug all throughout the year, and we're just hoping that doesn't happen again. You know, 2 7-win seasons in a row. Felt like we should have been better last year. Left some games on the table. So, you know, we really just kind of, same thing we always do, take a mentality. We worry about us more than we do anybody else. Just try to get better each day. And, you know, just like we told the kids after scrimmage last night, you're only as good as tomorrow. So, you know, we came in this morning and got after it a little bit.
So when you did the report card on the scrimmage, tell me what you saw that you liked, your strengths, and tell me some things or areas that you really had to focus on going forward to tighten up.
Well, of course, when you're sitting there watching it, you don't really see the things that you're doing wrong. Now, when we started watching film this morning, we did a ton wrong. You know, I felt like the effort was there, the aggression was there. You know, flying to the ball, the excitement, everything else was there. But you know, we've got to get more. We got to be more disciplined. We got to be more disciplined in every little thing as far as our steps, our reads. You know, making sure we're not just doing things our way. And that's the biggest thing, trying to teach our kids that, you know, your job has to be done so the man behind you can do his job. So really that's the biggest thing that I take away from last night's scrimmage. It's a scrimmage, you know,
Yeah,
so we
it
don't,
is.
you know, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And, you know, every sport, every season, you want to peak at the right time. And scrimmage and at the beginning of the season isn't there. So you got time to work on that and you know, file them down a little bit and get it figured out. So who's your first opponent coming up?
Well, we got Bunker Hill and Jamboree tomorrow night, so which will be a tough one because they're pretty good.
Yeah, I had them last night. I'll get with you after and give you a few pointers.
There you go. Tell me
just
what I need
kidding,
to do.
just kidding. Hey, they are physical, and I think it'll be a good test for both of you and a good warm-up for you. So as you start the season, coming into that, offensively, any big player names? I know that we got some folks listening, and, you know, I'm sure that you got some kids that you expect to have year in, especially
You know,
next.
and that's the thing. Like, I really feel like this is probably the most, not even I really feel like, this is the most talented skill group I've ever had as a coach, period, except for maybe one group that I had, and this one can take the top off. You know, I mean, when we're talking about offense, we're still young. I mean, we only start one senior in our skill position. So
wow.
We've got, at running back, we've got Isaiah Lackey, who's been starting for us since he's a freshman. He's 5'11", 215 pounds.
tough.
And he has done a great job of really working on his speed and getting some weight off and stuff during the offseason. He's looked really good. And then right behind him, you've got Tyler Johnson, who came in last night and made some really big explosive plays. And, you know, our quarterback, Brady Stover, you know, he's just different. You know, he's just a different kid with the things that he does. And he's so smart and has athleticism too. So, you know, he's exciting for us. And right behind him, Turner Wood, who came in and won 7 games for us the first year and then came back and won 4 or 5 for us last year. So, you know, we feel like we have quality backups at both those positions. And then at receivers, where it's like it doesn't, I mean, you can't take away all 4, hopefully. You know, you've got –
Got to pick your poison, ain't you?
You've got Jamian Little out there on the outside, you know, outstanding basketball player who I think he's starting to figure it out. You know, I'm starting to see some of that burst and explosion that we wanted to see from him last year. Of course, you got Medley at slot, who, you know, was over 1,000 yards all-purpose for us last year, and he's back. At the other slot, you've got Ellis Chappell, who, you know, they call him White Lightning because he can.
Yeah, we watched him grow up through the Little League sports programs here around the county. So.
Yeah, he can absolutely fly. And then the other outside spot, you got D. Lee, or Demarion Lee. We call him D. Lee, but he's another one that, you know, physical, fast, can do what he needs to do. And then right behind him, you got Jameer Norwood and Sonny Jenkins right
Sounds
behind
like
that
you
can come
loaded
in
up.
quality back.
Yeah,
And skill, and all those kids are juniors.
Hey, so the key to that recipe, though, is You can have the greatest quarterback, greatest running back, greatest receivers. If they don't even got time on that line,
Right.
How's your line looking health-wise, and how are they strength-wise?
You know, right now we're kind of blessed. We're only having to play one of those kids both ways, and that's Henry Pitts. We're not big, so what we do schematically is a lot of read and a lot of option type and RPOs and things like that. So, but you know, the left side of our line is seniors. That's Henry Pitts and Nate Mansfield, and Nate's really come on. We're not, like I said, we're not the biggest guys in the world. They're 215 and at Pitts, and Nate's around 230. Our center, Aiden Hovis, is just a weight room warrior. I mean, he's only about 5'11", 185. And then our right guard, we're going to start a sophomore right guard, Dom Sturgill, and he's just a little bulldog. I mean, he plays hard and makes blocks and gets up under people. And then at right tackle, probably right now who's playing the best out of all of them is Antonio McCombs. I mean, we watched on film today. We ran one play, and he hit one, came off of that one, went and got another one, then went downfield, went and got the safety. So we feel good about the group that we have. We're not going to just line up and mash people, but we do a lot of misdirection and move them around and pull them and things like that. So, you know.
Coach, back in the day, I'm older than you and older than most people here. Back in the 90s, there were some really dominant Hickory High School football teams out there. And really, every time you went, the stadium was packed, the game was packed. You know, the world has changed a lot. All high schools struggle to have those huge crowds anymore because people's got a lot of options. How's the community wrapped around the Hickory High School sports and football program?
I mean, our community is great. I mean, you know, we whatever we need, we get. You know, they take care of us. I mean, they really take care of our kids and the things. I mean, we just put in a new $24,000 weight room.
Nice.
You know, and that took them about
That's
3
awesome.
weeks, and we asked for it. Next, 3 weeks later, we had it. So,
yeah, it's
you know,
imperative.
which has been great for our kids. What we're missing is we're missing that middle class community with the furniture factories and the Comscopes and the Cornings and the blue collar kids.
Yeah, you need those blue collar kids, those gritty ones.
When I was there in 2010, we just had some big corn fed, you know, linemen. We don't have those kids. They're not even walking the halls, or I'd be on them. But so we just don't have those big linemen anymore. So we just work on trying to get stronger and get better and making it work.
Yeah, I think it's an athletic program nowadays without a weight program. I think you're behind the 8 ball all the way.
And our school's great with that. I mean, we've got every kid in class during the day except for our AP kids, and our AP kids come in the mornings at 6:30 and lift before school. So, I mean, it's great. I mean, like I said, our kids are bought in, locked in. I think we've got every kid in our program except for 6 that are actually in our daily weight training class.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Coach, off topic, we're going around. We got a question of the week every week.
Uh-oh.
And the question this week is, who's the best running back in high school football that you've ever seen live? And yeah, I know you can have several of them, but that's the question of the week this week. We will have one question every week, and that is the first question this week.
Coached against, I would probably say, I can't even remember his name, but when I was at Robinson, there was a kid from Huff. I think he went to Carolina, and that kid was different. But as far as the one I've ever seen play, is probably Maddox. Nick Maddox from Kannapolis.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
probably the best one I've ever seen in person. So, yeah.
Pretty good pick right there, Coach. We hadn't had that name pop out. We were just talking about, I will tell you, it's been a plethora of running backs around the state of North Carolina that have really done well and excelled in high school football.
Absolutely.
Coach Glass, we appreciate you coming by and take the time. I know you had practice and stuff going on after the scrimmage last night, but we really appreciate you coming by.
Good luck on your season. Stay healthy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Take a break. DJ.
We're going to go to a break right now. We'll swap up. We'll have another coach here when we come back.
Flip's Barbershop, located at 1912 North Main Avenue in Newton, North Carolina. Flip's Barbershop is a full-service barbershop for men, women, and children alike, and is fully equipped with 4-way televisions, pool table, video games, and vending machines to make your stay more enjoyable. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. For appointments, call 828-461-4949 or log on to flipsbarbershop.com or just stop by. All walk-ins are welcome.
back. We back at Flip's Barbershop, Real Sports Talk Podcast. We over here at 1912 North Main Avenue, Newton, North Carolina. I got Danny Hips right here. I'm my co-host. I want to advertise for a great organization. August 19th, Brothers on the Move are having back-to-school book bag drive and giveaway. All right? So August 19th, a giveaway for Brothers on the Move, back-to-school book bag giveaway. So come out and check them out. All right? Danny Hips. We got our next head coach here, my classmate, great friend of mine, great person, and great coach. Coach Michael Ramseur, what you think?
I think I coached him. That makes me feel really old. Now he's a coach, and I tell you, not only is he a good coach, he's a fine young man, and we appreciate having you here today, Coach.
Glad to be here, man. Glad to be here. This is nice what y'all doing here. I'm looking at it, and it ain't gonna do nothing but grow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, football's the hotbed. This is it. Catawba County, I think, is the hotbed of football in western North Carolina and across North Carolina. There's several of those hotbeds, but. Coach, it's been a really hot off season. What did y'all do over the summer to start getting ready for football?
We went out. We tried to get practice in and try to get better and really work on our techniques and just learning how to play football.
Yeah, so, you know, let's just talk about that. There's two ways. There's learning how to play football. Then you can have really good football teams, but another piece of that for especially young athletes is learning how to win. What does that mean to you with the learn how to win and eliminate mistakes and those kind of things?
All right, and that's something we talk about. You know, you got to go in and you got to focus on yourself. You got to focus on yourself and what you're doing, playing your technique and doing your job. I think when you get 11 guys doing their job, win's going to come.
Yeah,
and
pulling that rope in the same direction.
Yep, and that's what we're preaching to them. When you do your job, don't worry about the wins yet. Just do your job, and that's going to come. Along with our intensity and just playing together.
Yeah, scrimmage games, you had any of those this week?
Yes, sir. We scrimmaged last night. We scrimmaged West Caldwell. I thought I was real proud of our guys. I thought we came out, we competed, we made some plays. We also watched film this morning, and there's a lot of things we got to correct.
Yeah, how was the stamina? So, you know, it's hard to tell in practice. You get out there, you do this, but game time is a different little notch turns up a little bit for even a scrimmage. So how did everybody hold out on that?
For us, just give you a little tidbit. For us, this year we do county fair at the end of practice. So I think thus far it has really worked for us. Doing that county fair at the end of practice, you know, when they're kind of tired and they got to push and they got coaches yelling at them. Last night I didn't really get a good feel of that because we went JV and varsity and we alternated. Because of our staff, so it ain't that repetition where you're going all the time. You know, they got to rest. Yeah. So we probably won't see that until later on.
You know, football's got different elements to it that didn't have whenever I played, coached, or when you played. I ain't going to call out no names, but some good friends of mine, you know, they might pass around the locker room a bottle of Tums or some salt pills or this or that. The world has changed a lot. What do your training staff do to help these kids stay hydrated and those electrolytes in them? Anything special?
Right, and these guys may help me, but we had a trainer. He also works. He works at a college down in Charlotte, but he gives them these little pills. What are they called? Electrolyte pills.
Electrolyte pills.
So that really helps us.
Yeah.
The
you know,
pills.
I'm still on pickle juice and Yahoos and all that stuff.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So when's your next scrimmage? When's it coming up?
It's going to be Saturday at 11 o'clock at Fred T. Ford.
Listen, you and I, we have a face for radio, and so I'm going to let these guys talk a little bit. Let's talk about these guys. Guys, tell us about your football season coming up here.
Yes, sir. We're really
Introduce
excited.
yourself. We got to know who you are.
I'm Seth Murray, number 44. I'll be a senior.
I'm Ryan Zick, number 3, and I'm a senior.
All right. Tell me what you're seeing with the football team, what you're liking.
I think we got a lot of improvement. Some leaders have stepped up. I feel like we're really going to work on it a lot. You know, we're coming off of a not great of a season, but I think we really put in the work, and I think it's starting to come together slowly. We're becoming more of a team, working a lot harder, and making practices a lot more fun and learning a lot more at the same time.
That's nice.
Like Coach Ram said, we had a scrimmage last night, and it went pretty good, but we still got a lot of stuff to work on. So I think we're going to be coming out there at practice. Leaders are going to be stepping up, and we're going to be putting in some work.
Hey, that's good because it's going to be that way all season. There's always going to have things you can grow on. So I will tell you that what game do you look forward to the most?
I always look for the first one because I just think it feels the best when the crowd starts going, the band starts playing. I think it hits the best. And,
what numbers are y'all, fellas? What numbers are y'all?
I'm 44.
44?
Number 3.
What position you guys play?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Linebacker.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That way we can look for you. We can look
Yes,
for
sir.
you.
I'm going to know you're really hungry for football when I ask you that the next time and you say the next game.
Yes, sir.
That's one you'll be looking for
Yes,
right
sir.
there. So we appreciate y'all being here today, and hopefully you'll be able to come back some during the season. But when you do, make sure that the coach brings some swag for me and Dan. Y'all got all this swag on over here. We got nothing.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but Mike,
Yes,
I
sir.
call him Big Mike, but hey, Coach Ramseur, we asking everybody this today, and the fellas, I want the fellas answering too. Who's the best running back that you've seen live in high school football? And make sure it's live now on TV. Don't give me.
So let's
what
just
you've
do
seen
this
on
too.
TV.
I'm gonna take us off the board for him. He's gonna say, or should say, or his family's gonna be upset. His brother Chris Ramseur. So we're gonna give you that one. Besides Chris Ramseur,
Okay.
and you've seen a bunch of them.
I've seen a bunch of them. And you said high school running
High
backs.
school running back that
you
you
saw
seen
in
live.
person.
Hey, and then you can name a couple, Mike. You can name a couple.
All right. One is Richard Huntley.
Yeah.
Richard Huntley out of
Monroe.
Monroe. We played him third round, the
We
playoffs.
talked about him a little bit earlier, and when he was talking about Natron Means.
He was a stud now.
Yeah.
He was a stud. When you hit him, I actually had to.
He has a bowling ball with legs. That's what he
the
was.
opportunity to play on the field with him. So when you hit him, he didn't move much. Now
Yeah.
he didn't move much. So he would definitely be one. The next one would be. Got my brain rolling. Probably Carlos King out of Starmount.
Yeah, Carlos
Played
King.
at NC State and also played in the league for a little bit. And the reason his name came up because they beat us in the third round my junior year. So
They did.
That's still kind of
On a fourth down and one.
Yes, sir.
I have nightmares on that call right there. That was a tough one. We pumped that ball. We might be walking.
And then my third one, and really not third, but it'll be Antoine Eichert.
He was on my list. He was on my list.
Nasty.
State lean rusher. I mean, and
broke the record.
I've seen the kid where, I was playing center and they give him a dive and I looked up and he's 40 yards downfield.
Yeah,
that was on the college level.
The combination of his strength and speed, because most of the time a big guy doesn't have that speed.
You hardly see
and now
that
the world's
anymore.
full of that, but back then they were not. I mean, it was a rare combo.
He was rare.
Fellas, I tell you though, I know Coach Ramseur probably don't brag too much on himself, but he was something special. He was something special on that football field. Hey, and also on that basketball court, he was something special. He's probably one of the best athletes I've seen live.
Dennis, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have to brag on myself because they don't believe it.
He was a good linebacker. I'll tell you that. You didn't want to meet him in the A or B gap.
Got to pull out them VHSs, Big Mike.
Yeah. And
Great
you know,
talent.
congratulations to you, Mike, on your career. A great high school career, as you said. You went to University of Chapel Hill,
Yes, sir.
played for the Tar Heels, and now you're doing something here at Fred T. Ford. And I wish you the best, and we're certainly glad to have you here in our community, and just appreciate you and love you and your family.
Hey, I appreciate it.
And fellas, thank y'all for
having
coming.
me.
Thank y'all for coming. And hey, stay healthy. Main thing is stay healthy. Hope you guys stay healthy. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming, Big Mike.
Hey, with that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with maybe our next coach here today. Tune us in. Let everybody know.
Welcome back to Flip's Barbershop Real Sports Talk Podcast. 1912 North Main Avenue, Newton. We got DJP Free on the turntables. Let's go. Here we go. Another advertisement. Got my guy right here, my good friend Charlie Eichert, on a good organization, Brothers on the Move. He's going to advertise a little bit of what they're having here soon. Here we go. Charlie?
Yes, I'm the president of the Brothers on the Move. We are having our annual book drive August the 19th from 10 to 3 down at the VFW in Newton, North Carolina on 10. We'll be giving away book bags, comprehensions, loose paper, pencils. We will have free hamburger and hot dogs. Like I said, from 10 to 3, come and support. We try to give back to the community in the easiest way we know how, and that is giving to the kids. So if you don't have any school supplies, come down again, the VFW on 10, Highway 10, August the 19th from 10 to 3.
Thank you, Charlie. That's a great organization, and they do a lot for the kids in this community. So, like he said, on August the 19th, that's a great organization. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.
Hey, let's come back. We're back. We're going to talk a little bit of college football. I just seen the preseason football rankings, and top 10. They got top 10 is Georgia, the Bulldogs at number 1. Number 2, you got the Michigan Wolverines. Number 3, Alabama. Number 4, Ohio State. Number 5, LSU. Number 6, USC. Number 7, Penn State. Number 8, Florida State. Number 9, Clemson. And number 10, Tennessee Volunteers. So, hey, that starts, September, first week of September, college football. Actually, last week of August, college football starts. So, I'm excited. I'm a big Irish fan, so we're ranked down there. Well, we ranked 13th right now. So, like I said, back to the question of the week. Who's the best running back in high school football that you've seen live? So, tune in and give your opinions and let us know. There's been a lot of good answers. Coach Ramseur had a good one. Richard Huntley. He also, Carlos King from Starmount. So, but there's great running backs around this area. We used to call Maiden High School down there, running back U. So there was a lot of great running backs coming from around that area. Don't forget tonight, some NFL preseason games tonight. Let me see. I think there's a couple of games tonight. Yes, Vikings at Seattle, and we got the Texans at the Patriots. So we're going to tune into that tonight and see. And then also the rest of the preseason games start Friday and Saturday. So let's give us who you repping this year. Of course, you see me. I'm repping, my Eagles fly, and we got several over there repping other things. Sharon over there, Sharon Williamson. Come on over here and talk about a little bit about your Giants. I mean, every time I come in this barbershop, Sharon always, talking a little junk. So let's put you on the mic a little bit and talk. Let's see what the Giants have. I sure am glad y'all got Saquon. Y'all signed him. You need to give him a little 5-year deal, in my opinion. Because if not, he's going to go somewhere else. So, all right, we got old barber Sharon Williamson here talking about his Giants a little bit. Sharon, what you think about this year?
I agree with you. We need to give Saquon a long term. Maybe, this 1-year deal is just enough, to kind of buy it. So we can get some money to open up real good. But we got some defensive players we're going to need to bring in, keep around.
I tell you what, that NFC East is going to be tough. We got, of course, my fellas, but we got, the Dallas Cowboys. They got the same team, same players, and what's good for us, they got the same owner, in my opinion. So
exactly,
they got the same owner, so that ain't much going to change there. But no, they got the Commanders. We got the Commanders, and also we got, of course, the Giants. So, but it's going to be a tough NFC East this year.
I agree. It's going to be tough, but like I said, as long as the Cowboys got that owner, they gonna find a way to mess up.
I'm sure Flip Connor gonna have something to say about that.
That's for sure. The Commanders, they trying to make some moves. Everybody doing something. But I'm going to have to say, the Eagles, they're going to be a hard one.
Watch your mouth.
Cowboys.
Okay. Hey, he just tuned in. He just tuned in.
No.
Hey, Giants,
G-Man.
Commanders, 3rd and 4th place. Fighting for 3rd and 4th place every year.
Wow.
So watch your mouth.
When's the last time y'all got
Now, all you fans, don't jump on the bandwagon when we're going on the Super Bowl run. Come on, sign up now.
Those wheels
Cowboys,
already broke.
baby.
Don't worry about it.
Cowboys, baby.
Hey,
Them wheels already
Cowboys,
broke.
baby.
Hey, like we said, we're at Flip's Barbershop, Real Sports Talk Podcast.
Come talk to me. All you
Nothing's
San
gonna
Francisco
change.
fans, all of you, come talk to me.
It's been 26 years since the Dallas Cowboys has won anything. People do not, stuff is tarnished, rings are gone. It's terrible.
It hasn't been a long
They're
time.
always in the Super Bowl running. Oh, they're going to the Super Bowl.
And
We're going to win the
then-
Super Bowl this year. What I say?
Hey, listen,
Okay,
this is what we do at Flip's Barbershop, Real Sports Talk Podcast. We fuss a little bit, talk junk a little bit. At the end of the day,
Just a little
we
bit.
we all friends and love each other. But this is real. This is real. No, we ain't cheating. We ain't holding back. We talking about our squads. Let me get back to Sharon. Sharon, I am glad y'all signed Saquon Barkley to a 1-year deal, but honest opinion is he's more of a running back. He needs to have a long-term deal. And also, what you think about these running backs not being signed, like not giving long-term deals? I know they stay injured some and stuff, but that ain't all of them. So, what's your opinion on that?
Like they say, it's like an undervalued position now, but that's the big part of your game. If you can't establish some type of running game, you're not gonna do a whole lot. And like you said, they undervalue. You got these guys out here, they have a big monster season, and instead of looking at like, he did good, they looking at like, okay, he's running his wheels off. He did it this year, and they just want to throw him away. Nah, these guys, they putting all into it like everybody else, and hey, you got to have him around. Whether he had a 500-yard season or a 1,500-yard season, he's still there. Most of them is workhorses, and that's what they there to do. They there to put in work. Let them work.
I totally agree. I think the running back position is undervalued, and they need to have him. I mean, you can Saquon Barkley, the Josh Jacobs. I mean, I think you should have two good running backs, but they're valuable. They also catch the ball. Saquon, I think, led the Giants in receiving. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, he played a lot of receiver last year. They spread him out wide or swing him out the backfield.
So how is he not that valuable that you can't sign him? He's the best player, my opinion. And like we all got opinions in this barbershop. In my opinion, he's the best player on the New York Giants team.
On the offense, yeah, he's our big. He's our tool.
Hey, and we got right here Charlie Eicher's back. Hey, big Giants fan. What you think, Charlie?
Flags, tags, everything. We just we got a new coaching staff, so we made the playoffs for the first year. So we're happy about that. With the running backs issue, that is a very good. We really do need him, and they should have maybe give half of his money to. Half of Daniel Jones' money to him. But one thing about it, as you've seen the 49ers, a running back cannot run a team. You've got to have a quarterback. But what we're really missing is the offensive line. If you don't have an offensive line, you ain't got a running back.
Charlie, that's a great point. Hey, I've always said it starts with the big boys up front. You don't have the big boys up front blocking, there ain't no hole available for that running back to get in there. So I've always said, and that's why, I'm not gonna keep bragging about my Eagles, but we got the top offensive line in the NFL, and that's and that's why we got 4 running backs. Honestly, this year we got 4 running backs to run behind them. So we don't have one running back, but yeah. It starts with the big boys up front. The big boys up front. I got my friend right here, my buddy Byron Farley right here. He wants to add a little something. I know he a big Cowboys fan. He a big Cowboys fan. So hey, that's what we do over here at Flip's Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. We talk about our teams, support our teams, talk a little junk to each other. But hey, love each other. So hey, Byron Farley, hey, let's go. Here we go.
Yeah, I know this is a big NFC East thing around here. You got the Giants, the Cowboys, the Eagles.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, this Cowboys defense gonna give y'all some problems this year.
Okay.
I'm talking to all
hey,
y'all.
yeah, Byron, you sound like Michael Parsons over there. He said they running
All
it. They
day
running
long.
NFC East this year. Charlie.
They're not going to do that much.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm telling you.
Hey,
y'all was
Charlie,
just, y'all was
what
just
I
lucky
say
enough
about
to
that?
get your running back back.
Sherrod,
September the 9th, we will find out in New York City.
That's
Hopefully
the first game
I will
of the
be
year, is
there.
it not?
No.
Yes. The Giants in New York.
First
New York
game.
and Dallas Cowboys play the
Yeah,
first
first
game of
game.
the
Yeah,
season.
you
First
right,
game of the
you're right.
year. Is it Giant Stadium?
Yes, sir.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they think they're
wow.
gonna come get some get back because we smacked them up in November.
We got a wide receiver we drafted from Tennessee. I want to
Hyatt.
pronounce his name.
Hyatt.
Yes,
Yeah.
his last name is
Shut
Hyatt.
down.
I can't pronounce
They
it.
say
He already said he's shooting to be the rookie of the year.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
They all say
that is
he got a
somebody to
chance.
watch. He's skinny,
Listen, we got.
but he's fast. He is very, very
I did see
fast.
he's the fastest person on their team right
That's
now.
okay.
Yes.
We got 2 shutdown corners. We ain't even worried about it.
Well, you can't stick everybody.
Yeah.
Byron, you can't stick everybody.
I understand that.
Y'all tried
this-
that before.
It's okay, but this defense we got, we're gonna be the number 1 defense in the league. I promise you.
And this is what I love. This is what I
That's what
love,
I'm talking
Mr.
about.
Steve
Look at
Henry right here. Sit down, Mr. Steve. Show us that hat. Show us that hat. Look and check this out. Check this out, guys.
This what you call a hard man working with a star.
Love it.
We can definitely contest to that
Just to
because
let
they
you
are
know,
struggling to
it
make
might
it to
be
the
a laugh
playoffs.
right now, but
They
later on,
struggling
it
to
will
play.
change. Just to let you know. And look, I got to give my prop to my nephew, KJ Henry, going to the Commanders. I got to support him.
NFC East, yes.
NFC East. I
Yeah.
got to support him. First thing he told me, he said, we're going to beat them Cowboys. I told him, look, don't worry about just the Cowboys. You got to beat the rest of the boys, too. I just want to let him know I want him to do good.
No,
So
yeah,
he
most
gonna
definitely.
have to face those Cowboys
Most definitely.
on
We all
Thanksgiving Day.
Most definitely. We all proud of KJ Henry. And yeah, I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but I'm a pull for KJ.
Right.
I'm not pulling for the Commanders.
Right.
I'm a pull for KJ.
Right.
But hey, I'm gonna keep flying high. But we're gonna pull for KJ and hope he does good and stays healthy. What I keep reading is that he's gonna make that 53-man roster and actually, vie for some playing time. So that's great for KJ.
I talked to him on 2 weeks ago, and he was telling me about his workout. Everything was going great.
That's awesome.
So I just told him just stay in there, put up with that work he got to put out, because it's going to make him better.
That's awesome. That's
and
awesome.
that's what I like to see all these kids do that's trying to make it to that big picture is work hard. If you don't work hard, you're not going to be successful. So you got to work hard. That's in just about everything you do. Whether you're a Cowboy fan, Giant fan, 49er fan, or Commander fan, you got to work hard.
Exactly true.
We got a comment from Alan Campbell.
Yeah.
That says, Alan Campbell, he said, don't sleep on his LA Rams, best defensive in the league.
Okay. Hey, they lost. But they
Tell him
lost.
to come down to 1912 North Main Avenue, and he can put it on the mic.
Yeah, they still got Aaron Donaldson, but they lost Jalen Ramsey. They lost Jalen Ramsey. So
that's gonna hurt him in their pass.
But Jalen Ramsey did get hurt. But I'll tell you what, let's staying in the NFL. I'll tell you what, that AFC is unbelievable. The AFC unbelievable. Each conference, the AFC East got Buffalo, Miami Dolphins. I don't think there's a bad team in the AFC. You can name a couple, maybe the Texans. But AFC East, Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots, New York Jets. Where is Ryan Klein at? Come in over here. We're going to talk a little bit about and then the AFC North, you got, Cleveland Browns, the Baltimore Ravens, Bengals, Steelers. South, we got the Texans. I think my opinion, that's the weakest conference in the AFC.
Right.
Texans, you got Texans, Colts, Jaguars, and Titans. And in the West, you got Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers. So, it's tough. NFC, I honestly, I'm an NFC guy, but honestly, AFC is tougher. It's tougher. And they added some elite players. Jets got what? Aaron Rodgers. Who else is over there? Huh? Garrett Wilson. Jets going to be tough. But and the Ravens, you know, huh? Oh yeah, they're loaded. They're loaded. But we got also another friend, Ryan Klein. He's big Green Bay Packer fan. Big Green Bay Packer fan. And but he does not like Aaron Rodgers.
Hey,
But hey,
say what Dennis, tell him again.
He does not like Aaron Rodgers.
I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, but I'm gonna tell you what, Aaron Rodgers, anytime he make a mistake, he want to blame it on everybody else. We need different culture around Green Bay. We don't need Aaron Rodgers. Don't nobody need him.
Ryan, what you think? What you think about Jordan Love?
Love him.
Love him?
Hey, we can ready to do something. We can ready to show Charlie and them what time it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what. We can ready to show everybody what time it is around Green Bay. But I'm gonna tell you what. We don't need a quarterback that when he make a mistake, blame it on everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
agree.
I love Green Bay, but I didn't like Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna tell you what. You love him or hate him? I don't want him. That's just the way it is right here. Hey, I'm gonna speak my mind. You know. But I'm gonna tell you what. Hey, I love the podcast. Dallas. I hope they don't put them as winning the Super Bowl because they ain't going nowhere.
We already don't want.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. Hey, Flip can cut some hair, but he's a Dallas fan. I love him. I love him. I love him. Hey, but we gonna see what this. Hey, we gonna see what this year gonna bring, Dennis.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be here. Hey, like I said, Flip's Barbershop, Real Sports Talk podcast. We're gonna be here once a week.
And Charlie Icahn, I
want
want to talk to Charlie Icahn when come time for New York Giants to come play too.
Oh, we definitely.
Yeah, we gotta talk to Charlie Icahn.
Caleb McDaniel, who you repping? Dallas
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Well,
My
we'll
nephew-
see about that here in just a few weeks.
A lot of fans, but they have.
But I tell you, I tell you what.
That's all I'm gonna say about Dallas. This is
Hey,
the last
Charlie,
thing
They
I'm
got
gonna
a
say.
lot of people, but
This
they
is what I
got
want.
a lot of disappointment coming for them.
This is what I
Trust
want,
me.
Charlie. This is what I
26
want.
years.
I'm with Charlie.
September 9th, Giants play the Cowboys.
Where y'all want
We
to go?
having
We'll
a
fly to the
podcast.
game.
We
Y'all
having a
wanna fly to the
podcast
game?
that week after, and I want all Giant and Cowboy fans here.
But
Don't
you know
matter
what?
if you lose.
Hey,
Don't
but you know
hide.
what? Hey,
Don't
Dennis.
hide. Don't hide.
Hey, Dennis,
I'm
I
there
want you
every
there
week,
too.
so I might need to
Hey,
bring the
Dennis.
podcast, but I got a haircut
I'll buy
every
your
week.
ticket.
I got.
Hey, Dennis, this is what I'm gonna say about they no games played number one ranked defense. Everybody ranked number one at the beginning, right? But we know after that day, it's really gonna show cause them Giants gonna run through them like bad salt.
Hey, I have seen teams lose, not even score. I've seen teams win and not even score one touchdown. So it doesn't matter how great your defense is. It's your special teams. Can your special teams block punts? You know what I'm saying?
around.
Can you block a field goal? If you can't do that,
All around team.
I've
That's
seen
that's
people
all
lose
around.
9-0.
Charlie got it.
Yep.
You know, and we gonna see that, Dennis. We
All
gonna
right.
see that. Hey, by week 5, we gonna know what's what.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, and I won't Flip to still be representing that Dallas Star.
I love it. I love
We'll
it.
see.
Well,
First of all, you like the Panthers, not the Green Bay Packers.
Uh-oh.
Y'all gonna be weak. Y'all gonna be over.
And I don't understand that. This
We
should
them
be
boys.
another question of the week. How can a team move into in North Carolina and be here, 10, 15 years, and people pull for them, go crazy? And then they look at you and say, why are you pulling for the New York Giants? You ain't from New York.
Preach it.
Come on, man.
Jesus.
I love Maiden, Catawba County. But I live in Newton. But I was born and raised in
Hey,
Maiden.
but I'm gonna tell you what else.
Beautiful
Hey,
town in the
another
world.
thing these boys ain't gonna talk about while I'm in here is what Maiden gonna do these first couple weeks. Preach that. That's what
takes
we're
a
gonna
little-
talk
it just
about.
takes a little
Don't let
time
Newton
to chime.
Carnover or Bandy's.
No, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't
Come
gonna
on now.
It doesn't matter. We don't
we
win
gonna
no
see.
more games. As long as
gonna
we
see.
beat Bunker Hill,
Flips
Newton, and
Barbershop,
Bandits, that's it.
we gonna see now. Hey, Dennis,
All that matters.
after week 5 of high school football, Maiden better not have a defeat. I'm gonna tell you
Well,
what.
they gonna
we
have
gonna-
everybody get an L.
Nah, come on now. Y'all boys supposed to run the table now.
Hey, I'll tell you
No,
what I
we
always.
gonna have some things to talk about. Nope.
They don't hand
Dennis.
out championship plaques or rings after week 5, so it don't matter. It's
Well,
all
I'm gonna
about
tell you
the
what
season.
Tom Brown said. Hey, we play with who we come with.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you what, we going home with the W. But I'm gonna tell you what, this year right here, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, Ryan, hold on a second. Hold on. Hey,
Lay it on
we
me,
got
Dennis.
we got Coach Byrne coming by here.
Well,
He
Willie.
coming by here in a second.
Yeah.
So,
What Willie?
but hey, that's hey. We
But
love, we love-
Ryan,
that's
will you
what we
please
love.
tell them where you went to high school?
I went to Bandy's.
Okay.
Went to Badness.
Plead the
Hey,
fifth.
went to
Plead the
Badness
fifth.
2001. I'm going to tell you what, you wouldn't go run the ball on us. I don't care if you're Maiden, Newton, Barker Hill. You come with us, we'll run you in the crowd.
All right, while we're talking about that, we're going to take a little break, iron this thing out, get ready for Coach Willie Byrne. He should be arriving anytime.
Hey, he
Take
better
a
hurry
break,
up.
hit us back up.
Hit us back, JP Free. Welcome back. Flips Barbershop, Real Sports Talk Podcast, 1912 North Main Avenue, Newton, North Carolina. Reminder, follow us on Flips Barbershop Facebook page. Also subscribe to Flips Barbershop YouTube page. And also watch the replay on flipsbarbershop.com. Still sitting here with Sherrod Williams. Hey, we're going to talk a little bit more about NFL before we go back to high school to finish it off. Once again, also we was talking about the preseason college football rankings. I'm going to go ahead and give you the top 25. We got number 1, Georgia, 2, Michigan. This is preseason rankings, so you know what preseason means. 3, Alabama, 4, Ohio State, 5, LSU, 6, USC, 7, Penn State, 8, Florida State, 9, Clemson, 10 Tennessee, 11 Washington, 12 Texas, 13 Notre Dame, 14 Utah, 15 Oregon Ducks, 16 TCU, 17 K-State, 18 Oregon State, 19 Oklahoma, 20 the Tar Heels, and Chris Culliver from Maiden High School there. Hopefully he has a great year. 21 Wisconsin, 22 Ole Miss, 23 Tulane, 24 Texas Tech, and finish it all off 25th Texas A&M. Sharon, what you think? Who you got? Who you liking college football this year?
Like everybody expecting, Georgia gonna be strong. You know, you expect that. But a team I think they're gonna have to look out for is number 14, Utah, because a lot of people don't really get to see them. If you do, you stand up like super late. But when you watch them, they got something out there and they play hard. And they gonna catch a couple people. They should move up a little bit. I think, you know.
I agree. Another team I think a lot of people talking about this year is Florida State Seminoles. They're returning a lot of people.
Yeah.
And this transfer rule, where you can transfer portal anywhere. I mean, everybody's getting new transfer kids and playing at different schools. Actually, you know, my team, Notre Dame, we actually got the kid, the quarterback from Wake Forest. So that transfer portal is hurting a lot of teams, but it's also helping a lot of teams. So what you think about the transfer portal?
I agree. You know, if you get this team, they need, you know, say like Notre Dame, you said they got a quarterback come in. Sometimes you need just that one piece. But, you know, some of the other schools that's not doing as good at that time, you get somebody come there, he's there for like a year, get redshirted or whatever, and he's just like, you know what, I want to leave. They got to realize sometimes you're going to be behind somebody. When you left from your high school, you was the big fish in a small pond. Now you in the ocean. And so you're not going to be that big fish no more. You got to put your time in to get there.
That's true.
Earn your stripes and, you know, get up there to be that big fish. You coming in, you little man now.
That's true. Hey, Sherrod, we're going to answer a couple questions people asking on the podcast. Vaughn Wilfong, my buddy Vaughn Wilfong asking, is Danny back there getting a fade? Yeah, actually, Danny just got a haircut. Danny just got a cut from my nephew, a.k.a. KK McDaniel. So he was happy with that fade he got and went back to work. Got another one.
Hey, what y'all think about Deion Sanders in Colorado? What's all the hype about with him?
Hey, that's a great question. KK. They said Deion Sanders is. I know one thing. The fan base is back. The fan base is crazy.
That is true.
The fan base, but and he's got great cornerbacks down there at Colorado, of course. But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for him to contend right away. I give him a couple years. 2 or 3 years, and I think he'll have Colorado up there. But what you think, Sherrod?
I'm like you, you know, the fan base, they got that back. But, you know, like you said, it's going to take a while for him to really compete like that. And right now, with him going there and it's being a big name and, you know, everybody looking at all these transfers going there, whenever somebody see Colorado on their schedule, they can like, hey, you know what? We going all out. They gunning for him just because you got this big name and everybody's hyping y'all up right now, and they want to show. Nah, it's not just your coach and, you know, having these big names. So they're gonna come out and they're gonna try to hit him in the mouth every time.
Exactly true. Thank you for your answer, Sherrod. And we're gonna take a little small 30-second break. When we come back, our last high school coach to come by, Coach Willie Byrne, will be here on the podcast. So 30-second break, DJ P. Free. back. We're back at Flip's Barbershop, Real Sports Talk Podcast. Check us out. 1912 North Main Avenue, Newton, North Carolina. We're back talking high school sports and high school football. Last coach of the day I got in, Coach Willie Byrne. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Appreciate you having me, Dennis.
Welcome to the coach. First of all, I know you guys had a scrimmage last night. Tell us a little bit about it.
We got a little bit shell-shocked last night, which I thought was going to happen. Hickory's got a good football team. I mean, that's why we scrimmage them. And, you know, I told the guys after a million times say it, you know, it's not as good as it seems, not as bad as it seems. And after watching film last night and, you know, just got done watching film with them a little bit ago and doing a walkthrough, you know, it wasn't as bad as it, you know, originally seemed. Yeah. Gave up a lot of touchdowns in the secondary. Actually played the run pretty good, especially big Lackey they got. Great running back. Any inside run, we did a good job, you know, containing that big back for the most part. He got on the edge a couple times, but it's just little things. Watching film, like just assignment, you know, assignment football, you know, getting to your drop. You know, they had so many wide open receivers. They were RPOing us, and our defense staff we got together and, you know, said, you know, once we get to game situations, you know, we got to do this, that, and the kids did a good job adjusting to us. And, you know, defensively, you know, we got to the chains, you know, we didn't give up a score. So we ended it on a positive, even though we really struggled to run the football. We threw our short stuff, and we had some wide open people on some play action stuff. And we did cause 2 pass interference calls. But we're very young up front. Yeah. And you can expect that, especially going against teams very aggressive defensively. Coach Glass does a good job with that team on both sides of the ball, and we'll get better. And it's my job and our job as coaches to make sure we get better.
And it's funny you say that. We had Coach Glass was the first coach we had in the day, and he actually mentioned he said it. He said this is the best team that he's ever had. He's the best athletic team he's ever had, especially at the skill position. So, you know, hey, that's a good first scrimmage. So, tell me the outlook of the season so far. What you think y'all gonna look like?
I mean, we still think we can compete with every single team on our schedule, and that's not going to change. Now we got to get better. We got to fix those little things that we talked about from last night. It's first scrimmage, and like you said, if Joe says the most athletic team, then you know, he's been at some good places, yeah. J.M. Robinson and places like that, and they did have great athletes. And kind of backing up a little bit, you know, when they were throwing those perimeter screens behind the line of scrimmage, we did a great job of tackling. Yeah. But once they threw it beyond the line of scrimmage, we couldn't tackle them. Yeah. And that's where we struggled.
Well, like you said, we're Maiden's young, and I mean, we lost a lot of players too. And that's my next question. Is like, who you got a new talent or somebody stepping up? What kind of players? You know, name if you can give us some names. Who you think needs to step up or going to step up, and what you've seen so far since the tryouts and the workouts and also the scrimmage. Who give us some names that you think needs to step up and going to step up for you.
Well, the people who are really standing out right now on the O-line, D-line are Gerald Danner, called G-Baby. He's our best offensive lineman, best defensive lineman. He's got a motor like no other. Landon Moss has been what we thought he could be. He lost a ton of weight. Yeah. He did a great job wrestling. He's taking care of his body. And he's doing a great job. Those two guys are tackles on offense, and they're also the defensive tackles on defense. And those two are really standing out right now, controlling the line of scrimmage in terms of doing their job, especially defensively in the run game. Josh Stover at quarterback, going to be a little bit different look. We're not going to throw it as much. If we do, it's going to be more play action stuff. He's a dual threat quarterback. We hadn't had a dual threat quarterback since, I guess, going back to really Keegan Mayfield. So, we've had throwing quarterbacks and been slinging it around.
Yeah.
We still run the football, but now it's going to be more, try to run right at you and run the quarterback and be dual threat and make them cover all phases of the game. We're still going to throw it on the perimeter and things like that. But Josh Stover's is going to be big time, and he's been a leader for us, even being a junior.
Yeah.
Same thing with Gerald, being a junior. Those have really been the two leaders vocally. Of course, Landon being a senior, he's doing a great job. Will Stover, defensively at corner, he's got some experience in the secondary. Some young guys that need to step up, like whether it be come from JV or played a mix, like Zane Williams played some inside linebacker last year. But other inside linebackers, Davin Williams has really stepped up and shown that he can play there. Cohen Jenkins, the inside linebacker coming up from JV. Running back wise, we've got about 4 running backs that are good running backs.
Okay.
We just got to start making some holes for them. But in secondary, Hampton Reed coming up, playing safety. Ethan Whitaker, Keldon Smyer, Michael Lee. Once he gets back, hopefully he will be back. He'll be one that we'll rely on defense and in the slot. Once he gets back, it'll be nice to get him back. I know it's been back and forth of whether when the timeline's going to be on him, but he's another one that we're looking to step up and fill those voids that you talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of holes that have to be replaced.
Yeah. So that's what we start going. The next question, like, what's your strength of your team, and also, we'd like to know what your weakness of your team is.
I think the strength of the team is they like each other, and they work hard in the weight room, and they want to win, and they want to do right, and they want to be good, and we just got to fix, we just got to grow. So,
Yeah.
I mean, as we're young, that game experience will come as the season goes on. So I would say that's our strength, is that the guys really work hard and they want to win. And that's their goal, is to win another conference championship. And I know it's a tall feat with Bunker Hill sitting there with everybody coming back, but, believing is the first thing. If we don't have that, then we're going to go into not just that game, but any game. If you go into a game with doubt, then you're in trouble. And our kids don't have that doubt.
Yeah, totally agree. And I think it starts with you. I've known you for a while, and I think they're gonna go through a brick wall for you. So, but I was reading some preseason rankings, like in the CVAC. I seen where they got some. This is just, like I said, it's just preseason. Bunker Hill, Lincolnton, Maiden, Eastburg, Bannies, Newton Conover, West Lincoln, and West Caldwell. Just give me your opinion on it, and like I said, it's just preseason rankings, and it's hard with high school kids. I mean, it could change. It could change from top to bottom, but I would like to give me your opinion on that.
I mean, Bunker Hill is hands down got to be, preseason number one, with all they return.
Yeah.
Good quarterback, great running back, good skill guys. Return almost everybody. They're big on their offensive line. Defensively, got basically everybody back. I think they lost a few, but their hands down should be number one. And to be honest with you, after that, I think it's a crapshoot.
Well, I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that everybody else is playing for second. So
I've seen a couple too, and I'm sitting here looking at the list. I think it's crazy that they got West Lincoln at number seven. In some of those places. I'm telling you, Coach Ponder does a great job down there. and they're going to be a tough out. They scrimmaged East Lincoln last night. I talked to East Lincoln's coach, and neither team scored.
Wow.
So
Wow.
and I know East Lincoln lost a lot of people too,
Yeah.
and West Lincoln lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they do a great job of just being physical, and they play hard, and they're always a tough game. So I mean, again, I know East Burke's been hyped up, and we'll find out there. I mean, we feel like we're going to be right there in the mix with everybody, like I said before. Lincoln's always good. Bandy's, I think Bandy's, to be honest with you, is a sleeper team.
Yeah.
I believe they were undefeated on JV. They might have lost one. But
yeah, they won the conference last year.
Yeah, so and I know you can't really judge a JV team because a lot of people bring their good sophomores up, but, Bandy's well coached, and Newton Conover's always going to be good. They've always got athletes. You never count them out. And I've already talked about West Lincoln, and then, West Caldwell's always got athletes, so they're always going to be dangerous. So from top to bottom, it's the same as this league's always been. I mean, you better come to play every week, or you're going to get bit.
And it's an exciting year because everybody's hyping up Bunker Hill, and what I keep hearing everybody else is fighting for second. But like I said, these high school boys, young guys, and I think I was surprised too when I seen West Lincoln at 7. I was like, wow. But Coach Byrne, off the subject of your football team, question of the week. We're gonna have a question of the week every week, and the question of the week is this week: who is the best running back in high school football that you've seen live? And and you can have several of them. Michael Ramseur, Coach Ramseur from Fred Ford, he mentioned he had about 3 or 4 on his mind, but
the best high school running back that I've seen live.
And I know you played a lot of football, and also I know you was in the Shrine Bowl, so you should.
Okay, so I'm thinking just since I've been coaching.
No, since you've played, since you got to watch football, and you've.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be biased to Maiden running backs.
Yeah.
I'm in no order, but my favorite running back was Lewis Mack.
He's been mentioned.
Now I know I was young, but I mean you got Antoine, Chris Ramseur, I mean Deron Ramseur under the radar. But I'm gonna throw this out there. I coached him at Watauga. Eric Breitenstein is one of the best running backs I've ever seen too. Okay. He went on and broke every single rushing record at Wofford. But again, seeing live, those guys, Chris, Antoine.
Yeah, and what they call Maiden, running back you. So for a while. So a lot of people has mentioned the names you've mentioned. They've been mentioned. So I mean, especially around this area, we've had great running backs. I think Catawba County in general has had great running backs. And the reason we was talking about running backs because, they're getting undervalued in the NFL. So that was a question of the week. And several people has mentioned Bandy's running back, Chris Douglas.
Chris Douglas. And before you – and, of course, I said I'm going to be biased, so my mind straight went to the Maiden running backs. And you obviously put me on the spot there, but – I mean, Anwar White, Goo White at Lincoln.
Yeah.
I mean,
he got mentioned. Yeah,
he was unbelievable.
Yeah, they had some great running backs also at Lincoln.
And Bunker Hill's had some great running backs. I just can't think of name. And I think they were around like when I was too young to see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've heard of those guys, but I think I just it was either too young or they were before my time.
My brother-in-law was a great running back at Bunker Hill. 33, I remember Junior McDaniel.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been great ones, man.
Even our assistant coach Keywan, has Keywan been mentioned?
Yeah. No, yeah. Keywan's a good running back. There's a good, like you said, Bunker Hill's had great running backs also. I remember Darnell Lyre,
Tony Pope.
Tony Pope from
Tony
Newton.
Pope.
Yeah. We need some Newton guys coming in here in the barbershop giving us some talk. We need some. But
Darnell Lyerly, you are invited.
yeah. I actually just mentioned, Darnell Lyerly. But Coach Byrne, I appreciate you coming by and stopping for my first episode of Flips Barbershop. We're going to do this every week and invite players and coaches, and I really appreciate you, man. And I know, Willie was a great athlete. Really.
But yeah, I appreciate you having me. Obviously, I get my hair cut here. I love these guys around here, and I'll come back as much as I can, as much as y'all have me.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Thank you. I appreciate
it. Appreciate it.
DJ Pretty Free. Back, Flips Barbershop, Real Sports Talk Podcast at 1912 North Main Avenue, Newton, North Carolina.
What up?
We got DJ P Free right here. He's running the turntables, but he's behind the scenes of everything we got here. What you see right here is all DJ P Free, and he's going to talk real quick.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it, and I didn't bring my tip jar. But we're going to need some donations. We're going to need y'all to donate to the Church of DJP Free because it does take, but seriously, it does take money to keep this thing going. And anything that you give will be put towards the cost of the podcast. And anybody out there, we are welcome to sponsorships, so that's what we're looking at so we can keep this thing going. And I just want to give a big shout out to Flip for letting us use the facility. And I also want to give a big shout out to this man right here, Dennis Lee, who was pretty much the brainchild of this thing that kind of put it together and brought in all the guests. So I just, so this is just a product of all of us coming together and bringing you guys a great product. And so without further ado, I'm going to let my man Dennis here close it out. And we thank everybody for just tuning in. All right.
Hey, thank y'all guys. Thank y'all guys for tuning in. Like I said, we're here at Flips Barbershop Real Sports Talk Podcast. And thank you for Flip, at Flip Corner, letting us have this. Like I said, follow us up at Flips Barbershop Facebook page. Also subscribe to Flips Barbershop YouTube page. And also watch the replay. Watch the replay on flipsbarbershop.com. We actually got some Maiden football players coming in, and they will talk. I'm gonna put them on the mic a little bit, talk about a little bit about the game, about the scrimmage last night, and then we'll finish it off. Fellas, get down here. Let's go. Have a seat with us. Talk a little bit about football. Talk a little bit about your scrimmage last night. We talked Josh. We got Josh, QB1 right here from the Maiden Blue Devils. We just got off, actually. Coach Willie Byrne was talking a little bit about the scrimmage last night. You sore?
Oh, I'm sore as crap. I mean, some plays went well, some plays didn't go the best. I mean, it is what it is. We're going to make our adjustments and do a lot better we play Friday, so we got some stuff to work on for sure. But there's some good and there's some bad. We just got to look into positive, and hopefully we get better.
That's great. Like I said, it's your first scrimmage. You got, plus you guys are young. Maiden lost a lot, like Coach Byrne said. Lost a lot, but you're learning. You're learning, and like it's a scrimmage. He said, y'all watch film, and you're gonna learn from it. And you got what, Friday, Saturday? Y'all scrimmage again?
Well, yeah, we scrimmage Friday.
Scrimmage Friday. Okay. Let us know who we got here. Who we got here from
we got
Maiden?
Raheem Misher, wide receiver, go deep every time.
How you doing?
Okay. Who else we got?
I got Dub Stove, my brother. Got the
Okay.
connection anytime we want it.
Okay. I think I know this young man.
Michael Lee, absolute dog, coming back soon when he comes back.
Let's hope. But
be great.
I'm biased on that. But hope y'all. I'm a Blue Devil. I'm a Blue Devil. But so yeah, I know we lost a lot last year. I know Maiden lost a lot last year. So I know you stepping in at QB1.
Yeah, that's right.
So what you think?
Hey, it's something else back there. Got to get comfortable. That's just gonna come with time. But last night there was a lot of pressure coming at us. The Hickory had a great defensive scheme and blitz packages, and we got a young O-line, and they're going to step up, and they're going to make some plays, and we just got to be ready to make plays when the times come and run that thing when I can, really. It's my job.
Like I said, you guys are young, and but also, it starts up front. It starts up front with the big boys. Mm-hmm. I've always said you got them big four boys up front. If they block, you can do a lot.
That's
you
right.
can do a lot. So you said, Raheem, step on the mic for a second for me. I know Maiden lost Chris Culliver. I keep hearing your name mentioned about stepping up and that wide receiver. I know Coach Byrne mentioned, y'all not throwing as much, as last year, but he did mention your name about, one of the new guys coming in and stepping up. So tell me a little bit about what you're expecting.
Well, this year, my number's called. We're gonna make plays. No matter what, we're gonna make plays. Try to be the big guy, the big leader for us on the receiving corps. When guys need me to be there, I'm gonna be there for them no matter what. At the end of the day, but we're gonna pull out this year. We're gonna be just fine. All right.
I think we got also Josh Stover. You play. I mean, not Josh. Will. You also play wide receiver, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We are a young team this year, but it's a real brotherhood between us. So we're just gonna keep on working on the team chemistry. And me and Josh, we've been throwing ball to each other since we come out the womb. So we're going to be good. I know Josh and Raheem, they got a good chemistry. They're going to be throwing it on time. Routes are going to be crisp. So I know Josh gets a little time in that pocket. He's going to make stuff happen back there.
That's awesome. And I know you play defense also. So and when Coach Byrne was telling me about your defense squad, but like you're young, but you guys stepping up to the plate. Michael Lee, step up on the mic. I know, hey, this my son. He coming back from ACL meniscus injury, but I know he's expecting an early return. And Michael, what you're expecting?
Yeah, we're going to be real good. It's just it's a matter up front, and I know Josh is going to do stuff. We always got Raheem, Will. Will's going to step up to play big this year, especially on defense, being a leader. And he has always been there against Reedsville and all the big teams, so he knows what he's doing, and I feel like he's very underrated. Will's going to step up to the plate and be a big leader for us on defense.
I do keep hearing Will's name called as a leader on the field and off the field, and that's wonderful, Will. That's wonderful. Keep doing what you're doing. But fellas, I appreciate you for stopping by. Hey, stay healthy. Hope you stay healthy. That's the main thing. All right, y'all have a good one.
Go Blue.
All
Go
right.
Blue.
All right, here we go. DJ P Free. We're going to close it off right here. Like I said, Flips Barbershop. We're going to be here once a week. Real Sports Talk Podcast. Follow us on Barbershop, Flips Barbershop Facebook. Subscribe, Flips Barbershop YouTube page. And watch the replay on Barbershop.com. Hey, it's just, we out here at the Barbershop talking football. See you guys next week.
Flips Barbershop, located at 1912 North Main Avenue in Newton, North Carolina. Flips Barbershop is a full-service barbershop for men, women, and children alike, and is fully equipped with 4-way televisions, pool table, video games, and vending machines to make your stay more enjoyable. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. For appointments, call 828 461-4949 or log on to flipsbarbershop.com or just stop by. All walk-ins are welcome.